Mr. Nominee, how can you tell this Senate, and indeed Nigerians, what advice do you have for upcoming politicians to hold on to their cherished views, beliefs, and ideals despite heavy political opponents and dangerous political enemies?
Senator Tayo Alashadra.
I'm not finished.
Oh, sorry.
Number two, you have been a grounded politician who has tested the legislature as well as the executive. This question is on behalf of all Nigerian ministerial nominees from 1999 till date. Can you tell this Senate what is the merit and the demerit of sending ministerial nominees to the Senate from 1999 till date without portfolios? Nigerians have lamented, agonized, and it is fast becoming controversial. If you are confirmed as a minister, would you continue to suggest that ministerial nominees come to the Senate without portfolio? Are the executive making the work of the legislature easier by sending ministers without portfolio? Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Danjuma Goje.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am Mohammed Danjuma Goje, representing Gombe Central and Gombe State. As a former governor, like myself, and a governor of one of the oil producing states, there is this problem of you people want more allocation from federation account. In addition to the 13% reservation, amnesty, Ministerial of Nigeria Delta. But whenever we ask you to account for what you get hostile. The one leader is here, the two of you, you really led the fight. You don't want to account for what you get, but you want more. Now that you are living in Nigeria Delta, you are coming to the center. Do you still hold this view? Secondly, if you are confirmed as a minister, and if Mr. President decides to post you to the Ministry of Nigeria Delta, there is this controversial project, the East-West Road, which you have condemned the former minister, particularly Orubabe, for his inability to do that road. If you are posted to that ministry, what would you do differently to ensure that you complete that project? Thank you.
Tayo Alashadra.
My name is Senator Tayo Alashadra, representing Ondo Central at the Senate. I have only one question to the nominee. And the question borders on the fact that you were made the chairman of the Governors Forum for the first time, and during the second time, there were a lot of controversies. And one of the people who contested with you at that period is here today as a senator. I want to know, sir, whether you actually believed that figure 19 is greater than figure 16. Thank you, sir.
Rotimi Amaechi.
Your Excellency, distinguished senators, the last question from Senator Nashara is the most difficult one for me. Why I say it's the most difficult one is that I don't know what I will say that will annoy my colleagues and brothers on the side of PDP. When I woke up this morning, I woke up on the bright side. As a Christian, I prayed, and I sought to wear a cloth I've never worn before. So I wore this, believing that in the spirit of peace, I will answer questions that will be very peaceful. I will start with that question, even though I would like to jump to the first one after the last one. The Governors Forum acted as a check to executive recklessness. The Senate President was the chairman and aided with other governors who are here, including Goji and others, to make me the chairman of the Governors Forum for the first term, and it happened in Kwara. And we checked the excesses, including the expenditure of the oil subsidy. There is a case in court up till now stopping the federal government from drawing money for the Federation account to fund oil subsidy. Because we believe that if they stop the federal government from drawing state and local government money, federal government may not be able to bear the cost and would therefore remove oil subsidy because of the level of corruption. Unfortunately, the case is yet to be heard. Then I think, and that's why I say it is linked to the first question. I think that the radical posture of the Governors Forum led to the former president asking me that I have turned the Governors Forum into a union. He says it's no longer Governors Forum, it's now a trade union. And all we are doing is defend the rights of the people of Nigeria and ensure that the money accruable to the country was judiciously utilized. I think the former president didn't like it. He didn't like it. And when my tenure expired as a chairman, I was requested not to run for a second term. And I felt that as a Nigerian, I had the responsibility to exercise my right as a governor. So I put myself forward for the election. And if you saw the forces against me, you will actually think that I will lose. Let me quote my brother, and in fact, my elder brother and friend, Senator, His Excellency Jang. He said, but Northeast Zone supported me, Northwest Zone supported me, North Central Zone supported me, South-South supported me, Southeast supported me. So how did you win? You did not win, 16 versus 19. I said, but I won. I have the 19 votes. And the rest appears to be history. But the basic reason why that happened is because of the radical posture we took. Let me jump to the first question because it's quite interesting. The first question has been quite difficult in my political career. It's been quite difficult in my political career. The reason why it's been difficult is that I was born to test my rights and fight for my rights. I was once a student union leader, and believe me, if there's one man who doesn't like corruption, I don't like corruption. I had come here with a copy of the so-called panel report. There is nowhere the panel indicted me. Nowhere. Not the government white paper. I came with the report itself. Nowhere the report indicted me. And I'm ready to tender this report before the Senate. Nowhere, I repeat, nowhere it indicted me.